guys, and welcome to another Dark Reign video. This time I'm going to be showing you how to take down the Warpriest on hard mode in the latest raid from Destiny, the King's Fall. Now, as you can see, there's a small circle in the centre of the room. There are also two more, one off to the left and one off to the right. Now, in order to activate this particular boss fight, you need one member on each of those platforms at the same time, and it will activate everything. Now, what's going to happen once you've activated is there's going to be a series of enemies attacking you. All you and your partner in your relevant location will do for the time being is down ads as they come at you. Okay. Now, ensure for this particular fight you have got the black spindle sniper rifle. If you haven't, try to get another sniper rifle with a high level of impact or a decent heavy machine gun, again, that hits hard. But if I recommend anything, black spindle is it. Now, as you work your way through the waves of enemies, eventually a hallowed knight appears. Here he is now. Now, what you and your partner have to do is down your hallowed knight. There will also be two others, one on the left, one on the right, and those other two pairs down that hallowed knight. Once they're down, let everybody know, and it activates the glyph sequence. Now, there'll be another man in the middle who calls out the pattern in which you have to be stood on these platforms. You stand on those platforms in the order that he deems, and then you go to town on the boss. Now, whilst you're fighting the boss, there will be somebody with an aura, and it's called Brand of the Initiate. If you have that aura, it's usually given to the last man who stands on the platforms. Once you have it, it is down to you to shoot enemies. Now, every time you kill an enemy, that timer goes back up, extending the time period that you get to DPS the boss. Try to get somebody on that who's familiar with it, because you'll maximise the amount of damage you can cause. Now, if they're also a bit cocky like I am and can get off some damage in between, then that's even better. But it is a bit cheeky, so if you'd rather just concentrate on looking at the ads, feel free. Once you've done that, the Warpriest summons some sort of unholy death magic and tries to kill you all, but just stand behind the totem and you'll be fine. And then it's pretty much rinse and repeat. The same thing will happen again, only this time the boss now has a fancy new power. Currently he has that black swirling balls of death, which are an extreme pain in the arse, and they seem to penetrate most hard cover, so just get out of its way. Once you've done on this aspect, you again will do the same thing. A hallowed knight will spawn after you've killed a certain number of ads. When the waves have finished, down that hallowed knight, get the aura and find some cover. Make sure before you've started this and you've done the platform sequence, you've got the aura and it's time to DPS the boss, that you all meet in the same location. Because if your allies are not stood within the aura, they will not be able to damage the boss. It will just say immune every time you shoot him. You need to be in the Brand of Initiate in order to cause damage. And make sure whoever's got that aura is killing ads, but he's not just going to kill 5 off the bounce straight away. You need to spread them out as much as you can to maximise the time you get to DPS the Warpriest. So I'm going to run through it again. All the waves of enemy are dead. Hallowed Knight comes out, 3 of them in total, one on left, one on right, one in middle. You kill them, the glyph sequence initiates itself, and then the man who runs to the centre tells you the pattern in which you are supposed to stand on it. On this occasion, I am the first man, followed by the left, I think, and then the right. So once they've got the aura, they're going to meet me behind those rocks. Once we get there, it's time to DPS the boss. And stay low, because he will absolutely pummel you from there. And it's important that once you do get to this stage, that you keep rattling him. Because if you don't stagger him, he will throw his mighty powers at you and you will die. So it's extremely important you remain communicated with your team throughout this, and you come up with a plan who's doing what before you go in. And that's it, guys. He's a nice and easy one, especially on hard mode. We are Dark Reign. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. And as always, we'll see you in game.